For weeks, I've been coming back to this same spot on the river again and again and again, hoping that this mute swan pair would be successful with their nest. Well, today I was happily surprised when I visited the area again and found nobody on the nest. I peeked through the reeds, and there they were, the mute swan pair swimming away with what looked to be a couple of tiny baby swans. I'm no stranger to sitting and waiting for wildlife to come back, so I took advantage of the warm day to relax on the banks and waited to see if the family would come back into view. Luck was on my side when I saw them round the corner and head straight for me. I've been monitoring this pair closely for weeks, so given what I know about their behaviour, this could well be the first day on the water for these cygnets. Newborn swans will usually spend 2 or 3 days on the nest before they're ready to head into the water, and they certainly weren't off the nest the last time I checked in on them. I was really excited not just to see the cygnets, but to see how many there were. Normally mute swans lay around 7 eggs, so to see 6 newly hatched swans was wonderful. Only half of mute swan cygnets will survive their first 3 months, and only 75% of those that remain will make it to adulthood. That means that statistically speaking, only 2 of these babies are likely to survive. The main causes of their deaths will be predation, disease, and parasites. The good news is that these cygnets have hatched early in the breeding season. Earlier cygnets are much more likely to survive. In fact, we've covered in my past videos how much more experienced swan pairs tend to nest earlier, and so my suspicion is that this pair has previous experience. The more experienced parents will have learnt from their mistakes, which may be the key to this brood surviving. Although they're already large, being the largest of our baby waterfowl at 20 centimetres long, they have a lot of growing to do to reach adult size. Those that survive will stay with their parents for around 5 months as they grow, although some may stay for up to a year. During this time, they will begin to change into their adult colours. Although they're currently a greyish colour, over the coming months they will develop into a richer brown and then fully white feather colouring until they look like their parents. Occasionally a mute swan will be born fully white already, but that isn't the case in this brood. Around 3.5 months after they hatch, their parents will start lining them up along strips of water. They will encourage them to start taking their first flights, testing out their developing wings over the relatively soft water landing. By 9 months old, they will have mostly developed their adult colours and will be recognised by their parents as rivals. If they haven't already left, then the parents will start to get agitated with them and may become quite violent in telling them to leave. They will then join up with other young swans for the next 2 years until they're ready to have a family of their own. If you want to support me in continuing to create these free educational videos, then check out my new Patreon page. I have 5 different monthly support tiers to choose from, ranging from just £2 up to the higher tiers where you can vote for video topics, have your name credited at the end of each video, receive personalised art of any UK species, and get one-on-one consultation calls with me on any nature-related topic of your choice. Subscribe to Ferroforest to keep learning about UK nature.